What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next cleanup attack video, and this one is going to be one that I haven't done in a while. It's a Town Hall 9 version, most of what I've done for the last several months has been Town Hall 10 versions, and I think it's time to go back and look at some stuff because I think all of us at times we overlook fundamentals, things that we've all known and learned months and months and months ago, and just sort of forget about it. Like it's so simplistic now, but I think that's a big mistake, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a moment when we get to the base. But I think we always need to look at a base at the same way we used to look at it. What we're taking out, what we're getting for our kill squad, what we need to be trying to get for our kill squad, and allows our other troops to have an easier time in the base. So let's get to the base and check it out. All right, so the first attack here is from King on this particular base, and looking at it, I think you sort of see what I mean by it. There's three likely double giant bomb spots in this base. Obviously, they're here, here, and here. You can make arguments where they could possibly be, one down here, but that doesn't make hardly any sense. I mean, I don't know why anybody would put it there. I don't think anyone really would. And so really that's it. That's if you're going to attack this with hogs, which obviously King is doing here, your goal has to be to eliminate as many of those as possible while getting the queen and the CC troops. We all know that that's always something you have to get. There's no getting around it. You have to do it. So there's two things you have to consider when looking at this base and saying, okay, I want to hog it and I want to try to take out these giant bombs. And remember, if you go all the way back to videos like how many hogs should I bring, or just the go-ho videos about drawing a line through the base and saying, okay, this is where I want my kill squad to get. What do I need to be able to take that out? Then you're going to have a better chance of succeeding. And he's got a ton of hogs here, which is fine. It's good. But his kill squad, not that big. A couple of golems. He does have bowlers in the CC, and that's what he wants to bring in to take all this out. Not saying it can't be done. He does come in from the bottom with his golems. He comes in and clears the funnel, opens up the wall. All that's very nice, and then he drops his jump spell right in the core there. Now, a couple of things about that. One, that's fine because it does still connect this this area and the core area, two of the three possible double giant bomb spots. So that part is okay. The kicker here is, though, he is sort of not directing them towards the third one. Here they have just as good a chance of heading this direction as they do heading this direction. We'll clear all this out of the way, though. But had he dropped his jump spell more on this side, obviously they would have come through. They still would have taken out both of these double giant bomb spots, but now they're all automatically directed to this part of the base. Maybe the queen steps in. Maybe the troops get through this area and actually get to that third one and take it out. From there, on this particular attack, he sends in troops go in, take the CC troops out, take the queen out. Everything goes down, but then as he sends his hogs in, they run into trouble. I will play it for you here so you'll see what I'm talking about, and then we'll watch the cleanup attack, obviously. So coming in from the bottom, has his golems going down. The wizard's nice and wide. They're creating that nice big funnel. This part was done really, really well. Puts the poison spell down for the queen, starts sending in wall breakers, going to get that compartment opened up, and everything is going to start moving into the base. The bowlers come out, which is a pretty big staple now. For Town Hall 9 attacks, pretty much everyone brings bowlers in their CC. They're just very, very, very strong. CC troops are out. Second poison is going to come down in just a moment, and also going to rage everything up to move in, take out those CC troops, the queen, all that very quickly. And there you see the jump spell, what I was talking about. Now, his king kind of goes left, his bowlers go left, his queen's kind of going right. They are going to get in far enough and deep enough to take out all of those, the two giant bomb areas we talked about. So that's good. You got a couple of hogs coming in on the right side. There you see a couple of bombs being triggered in the core. But look at his bowlers. They're over on the left side. They're working on the town hall. They're working on things like that. And the queen is sort of left by herself to deal with what's left in the middle. So as his hogs start to come in on the top side here, he does have plenty of hogs and he does have a heal spell for them. But again, remember where the possible giant bomb spots are. So as he's sending his hogs in, pathing them in from the top here, really he is leaving them exposed on the way that they're coming in to a potential double giant bomb spot. He should have had fewer hogs coming in there, and that way he would have been able to, even if there would have been a giant spot there like there was, then he would have been able to take it out with just a few hogs, deploy the rest in from the top. He just had them too bunched up, too much together, without knowing exactly where the giant bomb spots were. So looking at that, you see sort of what the problem was. Runs out of hogs. We'll fast forward here because it's over. The queen's by herself. Not many defenses left, but just all of his cleanup troops are gone. So let's back out of this, check out the cleanup attack, and see how it was improved upon. And you'll see sort of the minor tweaks that allowed him to get to that extra giant bomb spot, and even with fewer hogs, let him get the job done, nearly 3-star. All right, so here you go. H bottom coming in for the cleanup. Doesn't change a lot, but one thing he does is fewer hogs and throws in 3 healers. Now, this is not a huge deal, but what it allows him to do is for that kill squad to stay in that much longer. Instead of just saying, okay, I'm going to take out these 2 possible giant bomb spots, which now he does have the advantage of knowing where they are, but even if he didn't know where they are, he could do this exact same attack on the first try and manage to get to all 3 giant bomb possible spots. Remember, that's the key, guys. Taking out where they could be so that you know your hogs that are left. 15 hogs take out a huge portion of a base. If you can eliminate all 3 of these spots with your kill squad and get the queen and get the CC troops, you know that 15 hogs can probably clear out a good, third or more of this base on their own, especially when you've got a heal spell for them. So he comes in pretty much the same, comes in with golems on the bottom, bowlers in the CC, comes in and he does move his jump spell over. He does direct them to that direction. Again, this is not a hindsight decision. This is something that should have been seen immediately from the start to direct your troops to that third possible spot, as you know you're going to get these 2 cleared out, but not allowing your troops to stray away from this is a big deal. And from there, he switches it up a little bit, sends some of his hogs in from the backside, but really it doesn't matter. The king comes in, he's taken care of. He can just surgical all of this outside stuff with hogs and know that his hogs are never going to approach these spots. And that's what should have been. Again, it's not something I'm not trying to beat up on the first attacker. I'm just saying that we all have to remember the fundamentals, taking out those possible giant bomb spots. If you do that, your hogs are not really in danger, just danger from spring traps and damage from from the defenses that they have to take out. But just giving that a few hogs sacrifice, throwing in a few healers, letting the kill squad get a little deeper into the base, especially with all of the air defense on this top half of the base, knowing that down here they're not going to have any trouble with those air defenses. So just a minor adjustment, but really makes a big difference. And you'll see what I'm talking about here. We'll clear this out of the way and we'll get the attack started. Comes in the start of it. In fact, we'll just times 2 for a minute till this funnel's created, because the start of it is very similar to the first attack. Comes in with the golems, goes ahead and puts a healers on the golems as well. Now that he didn't have to do that; that just kept them healthy. Again, this whole adjustment is all about making it to where the kill squad lasts a little longer, gets a little deeper into the base. He gets to that third location where now he knows the giant bombs are. But even if he hadn't known, to where he still could have got to that third location and took it out of the play for his hawks. Now you see what I'm talking about here with the jump placement a little bit over. It's not going to allow those troops to go over and start messing with the town hall, even though the queen does come over and mess with it a little bit. Everything is going to start pushing into this base a little faster, a little deeper, and because of the help from the healers, they're all a little healthier. Here you see the healers staying onto that golem that's taking a lot of damage. The king is already up in there. The bowlers are starting to track up into the core there. The queen is backing everything up, and now in just a moment you'll see pops that king's ability, has the rage in there. That's going to allow them to get through to that next compartment. You see the hogs, he's deploying it away from the possible giant bomb spot. Let's pretend that we didn't even know it was there. He's still deploying his hogs in a spot where he knows there's no double giant bombs, not right at a spot where there could be a potential double set. Staying away from it. That gives the troops time in the core to move in, get through this wall, and actually eliminate that last spot. You see what I'm talking about, coming in from the top with the hogs, just surgicaling what's left. Just keeping the hogs away from it, just making them take out the defenses that are not in the danger zone. And here you'll see the king and this golem go ahead and set that double giant bomb spot off. A few of them get a glancing blow, but nothing major, and that is it. He's got tons of hogs left. He's got tons of cleanup troops, and all of the potential spots would have been eliminated with that same exact attack had he not known where any of them were. The queen walked right over one, obviously the core got taken out, and the king and the golem took out the other one. So all of his hogs are perfectly safe. So remember that when you're doing your attacks, guys. Back to the basics. So many people are getting fancy, and they're thinking that, because it's easier these days than it used to be, you just roll over bases. But you really have to just think, hey, where can I eliminate things that are going to stop my attack, whether it's air defenses for air attack, giant bombs for ground attacks, things like that, and I think you'll have more success. Hope it helped. Hope you liked it. Until next time, Jake from OneHive, doing my best to help you guys suck less.